You start running your own self-employed business, and people start giving you tools, methodologies, and you fail. You start doing those and you burn out, they don't work for you, you stop doing those, and then people will tell you, well, this is how it works, so you're just too lazy for this is your own fault, you're just looking for excuses, and that's it. Maybe you should quit running your own business. What if I told you that's complete bullshit? Um, the thing is, and I'm just guessing here, but tell me if I'm wrong. You just have for example, a nervous system that works completely differently than those people's. Or maybe you have kids or family or even animals to care for, and your life is just way more hectic. And or what if you never had the skills in these tool sets these people um, recommend you and tell you that you have to be using these people never walked in your shoes. So although I would love to be angry with them and just say like they are ignorant. Okay, they are a little bit ignorant, but mainly they just never walked in your shoes. So they just recommend something that worked for them that might never work for you. And that's it. So stop listening to them. Take those few pieces that maybe works for you, that resonates with you. Usually nobody is like 100% wrong and 100% correct. Usually there are some good things even in bad, not bad, like things that are not useful for you, methodologies that are not useful for you, technology that's not useful for you. And also there are maybe bad things you want to change in methodologies you align with and stuff like that. Anyway, my main point is um, you have to find what works for you, and you have to stop comparing yourself to standards of people who have a completely different nervous system, who don't don't have to care for family, who have a lot of extra time, who were born into the digital world, and they were learning it from day one, and maybe you were not, and you struggle with the digital tools. So stop comparing yourself to those people and start looking for the solutions that are simpler, that fit your schedule, that fit your mental, uh, not mental, but like, okay, I'm neurodivergent and I'm a parent of two. So I would say I don't have mental capacity at the end of the day to do a lot of things and to handle a lot of things and use complicated stuff like software and methods. And so I need simpler tools. A lot of my clients have these problems as well, and a lot of my clients are not what is that lovely word? Digital natives. So it's a huge learning curve for them to learn a complicated digital tool, and probably they never should learn those because it's just not for them, and it's fine. It's just people out there recommended those to them, and now they are stuck with them and they are struggling. This is the same with ADHD people like me struggling with productivity, popular productivity tools and advice. It's just not for me. So what? Um, so yeah, these are my people. Neurodivergent business owners like myself, uh, parent run businesses like myself. When you just don't have the time, you have a hectic schedule, you don't have the mental capacity at the end of the day. Um, by the way, neurodivergent. I also have autism spectrum disorder. So on video, it's easy for me, but actually I'm really introverted, and eh, sometimes even answering emails, it just doesn't. It's just not going to happen for a week. I'm just overwhelmed with social triggers. And there are, like a lot of my clients, people who are not digital natives. So they never learned the tool set that a lot of us take for granted. And to learn those would be a long process for them, and maybe a not enjoyable one. So why should they do that? And of course, in a lot of cases, all of these are combined, which makes the scenario even more difficult. So these are my people. These are the stuff that I struggled with, and I found myself with the clients who resonated with me were the clients who had at least one of those. People who were challenged in their capacities, in some of their capacities, to run their own solo businesses. And I'm helping them. I'm with you if it sounds familiar. If you know about someone who is struggling with these things as well, send this video their way. Hopefully, it will be useful for them to hear this, that they are not alone, and that they have just been comparing themselves to the wrong standards and trying to use the wrong tools. And so that's all I wanted to say. Sometimes we are just trying to use the wrong tools and compare ourselves to something that we are not, which is fine. We just have to stop doing these if we don't want to burn out. Thank you so much for listening. I was Peter. If you don't know me yet, I am running a business where I help mostly overwhelmed solopreneurs with their tech and with their video content. And if this sounds, whatever I mentioned before, sounds relevant to you, then feel free to stick with me in one of these channels, wherever you see this video. And thank you for watching. See you around. Have a lovely day.